Encapsulation in Python. Encapsulation, data abstraction, classes, objects, constructors, destructors, inheritance, polymorphism. These are topics in object-oriented programming environment. The way how you bind the data and its associated methods as a single entity, as a single unit, is called encapsulation. If we create a class, means we are implementing encapsulation. A class is an example of encapsulation because inside the class we bind all the data members and the methods. If I use student data, so what are the associated methods? The methods can be calculating the total and average, displaying the result, and etc. The way how you bind the data and their associated methods together as a single entity is encapsulation. So look at this class name is employee, we have init method, and the name and project, they are the data members, we use the term attributes. So we have a method work. So this is a one unit, the details of an employee. So here we are wrapping the data and the methods within one unit. So we have class employee, we have constructor, as we know. Init is a constructor in Python. So we have members name, salary, and project. So we have method to display employee details. You can see the comments clearly, and the method is show. In this we are displaying name and salary. So we are accessing the members, data members, which are public. By default they are public. Public means can be accessible anywhere. So we have method work, and you are displaying the project. So now an object is created, and the object is emp.show and emp.work. We are calling the public methods of the class. Both the methods show and work also public here. So using encapsulation, we can hide the internal representation from outside. Information hiding. You can restrict accessing variables and methods using private, public, and protected. So we have public, private, protected, three access modifiers, the common access modifiers in all object-oriented programming languages. But we don't have the keywords public, private, protected, unlike in C++ and Java. But we use symbolic representation, single underscore and double underscores. Public means accessible anywhere from outside. Private, accessible within the class only. Protected, accessible within the class and its subclasses, means inheritance. Look at this example, we have class name employee and one constructor. So look at that name, project, and salary. Name is public member and project is protected member. You can see that single underscore, and salary is private, double underscore. prefix. If you put in front once underscore, single underscore is protected member and double is private member. So public data members are accessible within and outside the class, and all the members of any class are by default public. So look at this class employee. We have constructor and we have public data members name and salary. We have public methods. We have one method show, and an object is created emp.name and emp.salary. I am accessing the data members, and I can call the public method emp.show. So private members are accessible only within the class. We can't access them directly from the class objects because you create the object outside the class. So look at this example. We have class employee and one constructor. The name is public here, whereas salary is private. You can see the underscores. Now an object is created, emp. So look at that print emp dot underscore underscore salary. You are trying to access the private data members, which gets you an error, as private data cannot be accessible outside the class. So you get an attribute error. We can access the private members from outside class using public method or name mangling. So look at the same example, class employee init method, name is public and salary is private, and I have show method. Look at that show. Inside show I am displaying both the members name and salary. An object is created emp.show. I am calling the public method of the class. So whenever I want to access the private data of any particular class outside the class, I can access through its methods. So the method is show here. So we have mangling. So the name mangling is created on an identifier by adding 2 underscores and 1 trailing underscore. So look at the same example, class name employee init method, one public member name and one private member salary, and the object is emp.name is fine. Look at that print. We are accessing the private member using name mangling. What is the class name? Employee. So what is the object? Emp. Emp dot underscore employee underscore underscore salary. So I can access the private data of any particular class through its object outside the class using this process. Object name dot underscore class name underscore underscore the member. So protected members are accessible within the class and also in its subclasses. So we use single underscore. So look at the class name company. I have init method. Look at the protected member project, single underscore. And from company, company is the base class. I created a child class, employee. So class name within brackets, base class name. And we have constructor here with name. Look at that company dot init. So you are calling the base class constructor. I have method show in which I am displaying employee name, and also project. So project is the member of base class as which is protected. It can be accessible in its subclasses in child class. So here we are accessing the protected member in the child class. An object is created and C dot show. Look at the direct accessing protected member. C dot underscore project. So we have getters and setters in Python. So look at this example. We have a getter method, getAge, and we have setter method, setAge. An object is created. The class name is student. So I can change the data. I am changing the age here using setter, and I am retrieving age using getter. Stud.name and stud.getAge. The basic advantages is security. It protects an object from unauthorized access, data hiding, and simplicity.